Yes, guys, what is happening? Welcome back to Vinny's Talk Show. Long time no see, but we're back, better than ever. And today we've got Julia Hartley Brewer, the woman herself. She's back on, and we have Julia Hartley Brewer clashes with LGBTQ campaigner. Let's do it.
Well, look, joining me right now to discuss this as well is Zoe Chownie, who's a campaigner for, I'm told, the LGBT plus community. I don't think there is a LGBT plus community, but Zoe, thank you very much for joining us. Do you feel ashamed that people like Graham Linehan and people like J.K. Rowling have been called bigots when they've simply said the same thing that the Cash Review says in black and white?
You know what? Firstly, I'm not actually a campaigner for the community.
That's what the bill does to me. Apologies for that.
I'm a founder and a CEO of a fintech company, but I also do some speaking on this subject. What I hate is all this polarization, this extremists on both sides. I think there are...
Disagree. The lefties are super extreme. Most of them, from what I've seen anyway. I think the right side more just on the, let's just be normal now. I mean, let's not be doing all this LGBTQ crap. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't have any problem against gay people. I have 2 gay aunties, a few gay friends. I have nothing wrong with gay people. I have no trouble with them. I just don't agree with it personally. Biblical views. I'm a man of God. Also, I don't agree with the LGBTQ events that happen where grown men are naked in front of children. I think it's just all a bit wild. So I don't think the far right are, well, I wouldn't say far right. I don't think the right are extreme. I just think they're trying to normalise things.
Extreme views on the transgender side, which I think don't do anybody any good.
What are the extreme views on the other side? I haven't heard any.
Back. There is some people who are like, I'm going to kill all these left people. It's like, bro, relax.
Extreme views on the other side?
Extreme views on the other side would be saying that people like me don't exist.
No, but people don't say that. No. When people say, there's dehumanisation and eradication of trans people, no, simply saying that no one's born in the wrong body. Of course you exist, but, I mean, you identify as a woman, but people say you're a biological man, you're a man. And you can live how you want, dress how you want, live how you live your best life. Wonderful. But it doesn't mean that we believe you're actually a woman. That doesn't mean you don't exist. That's not an extremist view. That's just biological fact.
And Julia, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all.
It wasn't extremist, was it?
I'm naturally quite a skeptical person. This whole thing with trans kids, I would never think that was a thing. I would always think that, you know what, they're probably just confused or exploring, etc. But it happened to me. I remember being very...
It's a doctrine, and it's not good. And especially when young kids who are vulnerable get fed this information. They are going to be confusing times. It definitely should be preached about that you are... you are what you're born as. If you're a male, you got the XY. If you're a female, you got the XX. You can't change your gender. It's that simple. You can identify as something that doesn't actually change your gender. And I'll stand by that statement forever, which is you cannot change your gender. You can't do it. You can identify as what you want, but that doesn't make you that thing.
Early childhood, being very distressed at my sex, being male, and I used to pray to a God every single night through my entire childhood that I'd wake up, with a different body, etc.
Does that mean you should have been given treatment? And did you get treatment early on?
That's some mad blasphemy right there.
Do you think? But that's the. Do you think that children who
personally in that situation, I think people just need guidance. Especially a young child, like I said, you were in that situation where you were praying every night for a different body. Just need some guidance from, just need some guidance really about what's really true, what can't change, who you are, and that's how it is. You just got to accept who you are. You can't change your gender. It's just that simple. I mean, you can wear what you want. You can identify as what you want. You can wear makeup. You can change your hairstyle, you can get surgeries. That chromosome don't change, baby.
Are feeling unhappy and confused should get irreversible treatment like that.
No, I don't. What I think should have, what I wanted, you know, I'm getting old now. I was born in the early 70s, and what I wanted, I couldn't talk about it. You couldn't talk about these kind of issues, you know, in those years. What I wanted was to be told that it's fine. Yeah. We can talk about it. Things be worked out in the fullness of time. You're not a complete weirdo. Well, you might be, but not for this particular reason. And
you might be a little bit different, but that's okay. We like people who are different.
In the fullness of time, things can be worked out. With what frustrates me is the fact that, you know, some trans people and some people that kind of seem to be quite against the trans community seem to be so far apart, and there's so much aggression between them. And I just think, it upsets me.
On that statement, though, I think most of the toxicity, can't even say it. Most of it comes from the Lgbtq community. It's such a toxic community. Genuinely, I've seen so many videos where people even just preaching out there the word of God or whatever, you know, just even debating with them their views, and people, you know, go mad, start throwing things. Start kicking them, punching them, whatever, yelling in the face. It's a very, very toxic environment. Personal opinion. I'm sure many people think the same. Yeah.
See, I don't accept that. I don't think there's being toxic debate on my side of the argument. No one's against trans people. J.K. Rowling's accused of being a bigot. She's never said a single negative word about trans people. She talked about activists who target her and the threat to women's safety and safe places. I mean, the toxicity has been entirely on one side.
Do you know what? I think it's a bit like a bunch of school children, to be honest. I think there's, you know, I'm trying to think of examples, but I've read things that have made me feel comfortable from both sides of this argument. And it just seems like a bunch of school children in the playground. It's like, can't we just come together, talk rationally, like we're doing?
But
it'll never happen, will it? It will never happen. You know, you'll never see an LGBTQ community come to people on the right side and have a logical argument or a logical debate, which is violent free. It's just not going to happen. You know, you've seen so many times where you can just, someone's rubbed wrong or offended, but they're very easy to offend, you see. You know, you can misgender somebody and they can call the police, or, you know, they can threaten you. And then again, I just think that's a lot of bunkum, because if someone looks like a dude and they identify as a woman, and then you go up to them and say, "Excuse me, sir," and like, "Well, I'm offended now because you just call me sir." It's like, you look like a dude, I'm going to call you sir. You know, it only makes sense. And now, apparently that's illegal, so who knows what's coming in the future.
Is trying to stop children being rendered infertile and having their bodies mutilated, and when we know that they're not born in the wrong body, that I'm not sure there's a middle ground.
No, that is just wild. Absolutely wild. That's a completely different subject that you can just go deep into. It's just wrong. So wrong.
I'm so sorry we have to leave it there. Zoe Chaney, I really appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much indeed.
And there we have it. Julie Hartley Brewer giving her opinion. That was my opinion. Make sure you guys like and subscribe this video. It'd be really appreciated. Catch you for the next one. And we're back. Vinny's Talk Show. We're back in action. Go and check out the podcast as well. The Straight Talk podcast. I'll give a link in the description. Go and check out Jason's channel. It's just Jason. He's popping off at the minute. So go and show him a little bit of love. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.